Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Engaging Titan. We're here on the Windstorm map, standard battle, and I'm in the IS Tier 7 Russian heavy tank, and it is a Tier 9 battle, although it is more strongly Tier 8 than Tier 9. Still, we're bottom tier.
We've got enemies incoming.
This is also a post-patch 3.8 game, and the sound is completely borked in patch 3.8. It is overly loud, engine noises are down, track noises are up to the max. Same problem that they had in patch 3.6, I think, with the T-54E2 E1, the American Tier 9 medium tank, the autoloader, which I stopped playing because it was just giving me a headache. In this particular case, the sound file is just borked with every tank. There's a problem. I think it's just generally overly loud. Track noises are massively loud. Engine noise just disappears completely, and I've had to actually adjust both the master volume and the environmental sounds and the music in order to make the game tolerable. So initially I was going into Windstorm, and the plan was to cross over the bridge there in front of me, but then I saw all these Tier 9 tanks and I thought, maybe not, and I would be without support, so I'm kind of sitting here waiting for support to turn up. But as I am peeking around this corner, more and more enemy tanks are showing up off to my right, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of friendly tanks with them, so I thought, nobody's noticed me yet. These guys are gone off fairly far off to my left, and there's a very heavy concentration of tanks to my right. The guy on the left is basically doomed, and I'm not going to try and help him, but I will try and help the fight over to my right, because it is somewhere useful. Now, I thought I could cross the river here, and it turns out I can't. It's completely clear of bridges, and you have an elevated ride, so I have to turn back and to find ground that I can come down safely off of. So I'm just looking up at that road. There's nobody visible up the road, all the tanks on the other side of it, and we drive through the merry-go-round, much to the sorrow of the kids of Windstorm, and cross the bridge. So now I'm in a position to help. So I'm going to come up here and help this fight at the corner, where there are two tanks engaged. So I thought I could be useful here again with the IS-3 versus the Fatherland. So we get around into the IS-3 and we're waiting for the reload. And then we both more or less shoot simultaneously, but I actually get the kill. And just as I'm wondering what to do next, a T-10 turns up behind us. So we're both turning to face the T-10. He takes out the Fatherland, and I get a nice tracking shot into him and do a substantial amount of damage. But we have an IX-6 now in the fray. So I'm going to use the Hulk of the Fatherland as an additional spaced armor in front of me. And then I get shot down the side street. So I thought about not spending the repair kit and waiting for the tracks to come up, but then I changed my mind because, you know, there's three tanks potentially shooting at me here. So I decided I want to get around the corner and get rid of that Panther, and the IS-3 nailed me for one. But we got rid of the Panther without taking any damage from the Panther, so I decided, right, I'm going to take this fight to the other corner, try and get rid of the T-10, and then I got shot in the backside by an AMX 1375. Where the hell did he come from? Anyway, now I have a problem. Do I go after... I need to get rid of that AMX 1375, preferably without being shot by the other two, and the T-10's just fired, so I thought, right, I can go after the AMX 75 because the IS-6 seems to have gone off somewhere else. However, the T-10 had reloaded by the time I got around the corner, and he actually managed to get a decent hit into me. So we side scrape in to the building, get in tight, try and see if we can bait a shot out of the T-10 that preferably doesn't hit me or penetrate. Tracking shot's fine, because we've now really slow reload. The 1375 has damaged my ammo rack.
Enemies looking right at us.
For some reason the T-10's facing the other way, so we put a solid hit into the back of him there, but he manages to track us once again. So he has poked the corner, but somebody from behind me fired at him as well, so he's decided not to come around to this side of the corner, and now that my reload's almost complete, I'm going to head around to this side and see if we can get the T10 to fire at somebody. And sure enough, he gets hit, he fires, we fire at him. That's the T10 out of the way. So now, there's a fight in front of me, but I don't want to go face first into that fight. So I decided I'm going to come up here by the quays, by the riverbank, with some trepidation, because the last time I drove up here, you can see it in the intro, it was with a T-37, and I drove off the edge. So we get up, we drive along carefully, and we make it to the corner, and we don't drive into the river. So we're coming around to this fight, hopefully in a direction that the enemy tank won't see me. And then somehow at about, what, 50-60 meters, I managed to hit that shot into the ground 2 meters in front of the tank. RNG, you're such fun.
Great job, man.
So that's it, it's game over, the I-6 is finished off, and we've won. So 4 kills, 7 damaging ribbons. Let's see how we did. So the score comes up, we did over 2k damage, we didn't do a lot of assisted damage, we got quite a lot of operational things. Fire for effect and a first class mastery. So it is possible to do well as a bottom tier tank, you just need to keep your gun in the game and keep doing a bit of damage. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll catch you again soon.